Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Michelle with Sunstones and Moonlight, bringing you a message that has been really tugging at me, and I hope that I am a clear channel for this to come out. Let me get the right words. Thank you to the divine. Thank you to the angels. Fill my mouth with your words. Help me to be a clear and open channel to bring wisdom, love, and light to all of those who are needing this at this moment. To bring encouragement and positivity. Connect with the moon cycles. You may experience fluctuations in your mood or feel more or less productive at certain times during the month. Allow your body to adjust and honor what it needs at the given time. I think that's also very neat that I did pull out some pink stones for today, having to do with unconditional love, and two pieces of kunzite, kind of purplish pink. Really goes with the card here, and I really feel that this is very important. We just had a full moon 3 days ago in Sagittarius, and it wasn't really, honestly, the moon was not a bad experience for me this time around. I really did go through quite a eye-opening experience during the eclipse season and full moons during that time. This one wasn't for me necessarily, but I found that a lot of people were really, some were going through some challenging times, and others were just, they really needed help with lifting their energies. And so I was, for myself, I know I was very busy between life coaching and uh, Reiki sessions, just a lot. And that's actually why I wasn't on here. I just could not do everything. But for a lot of you, you really do need to connect with the moon. This is very important for a lot of you. Really pay attention. How are you feeling during the full moon? Are you doing manifestations during a new moon? Are you paying attention during the waxing and the waning cycles of the moon? Really look into that. For some of you, it might really help with your gardening and planting. There's a lot that could be said for that too. A lot of the ancients used the moon cycle for their gardening and their planting. So I really feel that there's a beautiful message coming today. You are absorbing energies that are not really solely yours. Your body, mind, and spirit is in need of a detox and cleansing of these dense energies. As an empath, you are highly sensitive. Let's get one more. I am doing it a little bit different, starting out with some Sacred Self Oracle. Let go of whatever it is that you have been holding on to so tightly out of fear of losing it, knowing that whatever is yours will have a way of being in your life without needing to force it. Let it go once and for all, and you will feel the weight lifted off your shoulders. Wow, really, really nice. So I'm really feeling for a lot of you that working with the moon cycles, and a lot of time you can set up a ritual, and rituals are very good to use. I mean, but we really do want to come into a state of Zen and being just at peace and knowing that we are consciousness, that we are the righteousness of God, that we are in a way just, we are God, we are made in God's image. And then you are absorbing negative energies. And I feel that that is what a lot of people have been doing. They are empaths. Some may not even realize that they're empaths and that they have been absorbing energies. And I really feel like with this Sagittarius full moon that a lot of people, that especially a lot that I have been dealing with, they have to rewrite some of their narrative, because really they took on so much of what other people's thoughts and ideas, and some of them even had a story running within them, and that story really was not theirs. And it's about releasing them and releasing that story and releasing those energies. And then especially with this one here, letting go. For some of you, it's letting go of that story, letting go of that narrative, letting go what was spoken to you maybe as a child or a young adult. That is not who you are. Let go of that story and release it and move on. Let's get some tarot. And see what the tarot has to say. Temperance, peace, healing, balance. For a lot of you, I really feel that this is important. A lot of you have gone through some self-healing, or that you are a healer. And some of you have not realized that a lot of you were being called upon during this full moon that just have taken place, like myself, and maybe you were healing others, sometimes just with your words, or a kind touch, or a kind word. Temperance. Allow the healing waters to flow over you. And letting go of what no longer serves you, but not only what just serves you, about that negativity that a lot of us carry or have carried, that we no longer need to carry. Letting go of a narrative of that you are not good enough, that you are not strong enough, that you cannot handle certain things. And that finding that balance within yourself too, of what is good and right for you, and not being so concerned, or overly concerned is really the right word, being overly concerned for others. Knowing that allowing those healing waters to flow over you, and allow your faith to grow. It's not just always just, because not everything is perfectly balanced, but you do your best. And balance of your emotions. Knight of Cups. I really feel this is about, especially this one, the moon is already coming, actually almost like the moon cycle that we are in. It's now going the other way. So from going full to, I believe it's waning. And allowing your heart to open up and to freely show your heart and your emotions, and to do it without fear. And because sometimes we don't want to reveal our feelings, because so many people have so many things to say, and other people's opinions should not always matter. You should always have a trusted few that you can go to and you count on and you rely upon for words of teaching, and also words of being able to lift you up. But it's not for everybody. But allow your heart to be open. Allow your heart to, as you let go of those negative stories, as you let go of a narrative in your mind, as you are expanding yourself, allow your heart to be open. Allow it to be cracked open. So then that way you can be fully expressive and live without fear. 10 of Wands. Yeah. You're letting go of burdens. And whatever you were hanging on to was a burden. Especially we have it with these two cards here. Again, whatever that you've been holding on to so tightly out of fear of losing it. Let go of it, because if you were hanging on to it, that burden, It has become a burden. You're hanging on so tightly to a story, a narrative, a person, something that, not that it's not meant for you, but sometimes you hang on to it so tightly that it becomes the burden. Ace of Pentacles. So something new can come in, and even if it's the same thing, it comes back anew. It comes in refreshed. It comes in with stability. And it's all heart-shaped here. And what's nice with that is, with the Knight of Cups, you're releasing, by releasing your heart, releasing your emotions, releasing this, releasing the burdens, it comes back to you. Whatever you send out will come back to you. And it will definitely come back. The bottom of the deck, we have the Ten of Swords. It's the dying off of the old self. The releasing of the old self. Releasing of the narrative. Releasing of the hurt, the pain, anger, anguish. Releasing and ending the past. And tens are final. 10 of Wands. We have two tens. So 1010 might be important for some of you. It's definitely a portal number, not just an angel number. And so know that the divine is with you. Know that God is with you during this time. And underneath that, we have the King of Cups and the Chariot and the Eight of Wands. So honestly, what I feel at the bottom of the deck here, with the Ten of Swords being the overall and the releasing and things becoming new and letting go, you become more stable, emotionally stable, and into a great place. And you'll be able to move forward and quickly. And two very quick moving cards, the Chariot and the Eight of Wands. Communication, cards of victory, cards of movement. Things will start moving very fast for you. And we are stepping into a fast-paced energy. And I've already been feeling that. I'm not sure if any of you have been too, but everything has just been picking up so fast. And it really feels kind of good and refreshing. This is what popped. Ace of Swords. With this temperance card and with the healing, also becomes clarity of thought and mind. And they both have butterflies on them. So that's awesome. Transforming the renewing of your mind. I'm hearing affirmations. For some of you, you may, if you're not doing affirmations, start doing some affirmations. I think Louise Hay has some on here on YouTube. Definitely doing affirmations, lifting and building yourself up, renewing your mind is very important at this time, and that may help you in your healing journey as it sheds light on maybe areas that were holding you back, and it's holding you back within yourself. This isn't really about someone else. I really feel like this is a lot about you, taking you to another level. And even if somebody has held you back, or their negativity has held you back, or their words have held you back in the past, and even if it's from a long time ago and it's being revealed now, it's being released now too. And you need to take that negativity and fill it with positivity, affirmations. Do whatever that you need to do and what works best for you. Journaling may work. Five of Wands. Yeah, like I was saying here with the Knight of Cups, and you're opening your heart and release anybody that wants to challenge you. You know, let them go. Let go of that strife. Your heart is more important than being right. You know, some of us want to be a right fighter. If you've ever gone to any type of counseling, they talk to you about that. Some people would rather just fight and argue and be argumentative because they are right and the other person is wrong, and they really need to get their point across. And it's really telling you no, not to do that. With this clarity of mind, to definitely be a part of, with that Knight of Cups, showing your heart, showing love and compassion. Or maybe you have somebody like that in your life that just, they always have to prove themselves right, or they speak in that manner because really they just want to be heard. And you may have people around you that feel like they need to be heard. So show them some love and compassion as some clarity and thought of mind come for you during this time. The Hierophant. I feel like with the releasing of the burdens and letting some things go, it's going to take you to a new level, that all that the divine will be able to speak to you much more clearly. And you may even find a good teacher in all of this, whether it's someone else on YouTube, myself, anybody else that could speak into your life. And it could be just a really good friend that can speak to you and it just give you some guidance and some knowledge, and it just brings your relationship so much closer to the divine as you release the burdens, because you are moving to a whole new level. Your spiritual life will come to a new level. And I find when your spiritual life comes to a new level, I for myself have always found even my financials go up a little bit, and my home life goes up a little bit, and my relationships are more rewarding. So I really feel that might be a lot for all of you too. We have the King of Swords underneath the Ace of Pentacles. So somebody, you know, don't allow somebody else's negativity. I feel like this King of Swords, it could be someone that's over here, that right fighter. You know, that things don't sound right, things don't look right. And sometimes, faith is not always seeing. You have to see it with your third eye. You have to see it with your spiritual eyes. It's not always physical. And I feel like this King of Swords is somebody who needs physical proof that some of this stuff is taking place. And that's okay. You just show that to them, again, with your faith and your healing and your heart. And this person's not a bad person. They just, not everybody has the eyes to see and the ears to hear. And it's not your job to change their mind or give them the actual visual that they are requiring. Just, take them into consideration and kind of move along with your day. I mean, there's really not much else you could do about that. Page of Pentacles. Pages are always about like new beginnings, new things happening. I feel like there's something coming along with that release that you have coming along, and with the healing that you have coming along. I feel like something is going to take place in your money, your financials, um, your home life. I mean, there's really good things, new beginnings coming for you. Nine of Cups. Contentment. When you release things, you become very content. Happiness, joyful. Wishes coming in. Things that you didn't think were going to happen are going to start happening. Things that you've been manifesting will finally be able to come to fruition. Things that you let go of will be coming back in as you're releasing the burdens, as you're releasing these people, as you're releasing situations. Things will start to flow in towards you. And you are going to feel such a sense of peace and joy and love. It's going to be such a beautiful thing for you. The Sun card. Yeah, joy, happiness, love. Like a new day. A new day is dawning for you as this healing is taking place. Page of Wands. Again, new beginnings. Page of Wands. Creativity will start becoming anew again. I feel for some of you, I feel like somebody new is going to be coming into your life, whether it is a friendship, a new coworker, a new love interest. And especially with the two pages, I really feel like it could be somebody that, obviously they're younger than you, and they might, believe it or not, either come with a wisdom and a knowledge that you don't have in a certain area, but not even just wisdom and knowledge, just bringing a youthfulness and a joy and a happiness and seeing things from a different perspective. And even if it is it could be somebody that's a little bit younger, and as a younger love, it reawakens your heart, it reawakens new things within you. And even if it's a friendship, there's something to be said as older teaches younger and younger teaches older. It's really a beautiful thing. And society really needs to kind of catch up with stuff like that. I know it's very uh, predominant, like in Italy and some other countries. The youth really do look to the older. And I would really love to see that start taking place here. I live in the States, so I would love to see that taking place here, where the younger go to the older for some wisdom and some knowledge, and vice versa. That's what keeps the older people younger, is by being together in that beautiful community and that sense of community that needs to come in and should come in. Ten of Cups. Yeah, it's going to bring in some emotional fulfillment and happiness and joy within your family, your life, especially with releasing some things and allowing things to take place. Let's get a couple more oracles, but this one I'm going to use Sacred Destiny oracles. Let's see what comes out with this. Enlightenment. Wow, that is beautiful, because that's what I was speaking about, especially here in the beginning with the release of different things, and with that Temperance card and coming to a new level of enlightenment. For a lot of you, that is what is taking place now within you, and bringing you closer to the divine, bringing you closer to your true self, to your true sense of purpose, to who you really, really are, and blessings. And I have that over here with the sun. So blessings are coming in. And that's what I was saying here. As you're releasing everything, as you're releasing the story, your blessings will start to overflow. And they're going to basically like chase and run you down. You're going to be so blessed. And it is coming for you. You just have to be ready for the change. The change that needs to take place. The change that needs to take place within yourself. The change of the story. The change of the narrative. That is the only constant that we really do have in this world, is that things do change. And things always change. And you cannot stop change. Sometimes you can slow down change, but it's still going to change. And things change. And change is good if you have the right mindset for it. And I feel for a lot of you, that is why you do need to work with the moon cycles, because keeping track of what maybe goes on during moon cycles, not only for yourself, but those around you. Also, keeping track of that so that way you can track your emotions. For those of you that you haven't gotten a hold of your emotions to be more calm and more zen, do the new moon or the full moon, do you feel a lot more of your emotions coming to the surface? A lot of times they do need to come up to be released for healing, just honestly for release. But then that change is good, and it's what do you put in its place? And that's why I was saying over here with the Ace of Swords, affirmations work very well. Sitting in nature works very well. Grounding works very well. Getting a grounding mat, for those that maybe live in a very urban environment, a city environment, get a grounding mat, get grounding sheets, anything to release some of that and to put you in a place of zen and to put you in a place of where you need to be more calm so you can think things through, because some of us still need to think and work, and wisdom comes. This change is going to bring great wisdom. And then again, like what I was speaking over here with the young and the old coming together, whether it's a friendship, a love, a relationship, a romance, something is coming in, and it's, look at the gradual change. It comes from enlightenment to blessings, to more change, to wisdom. It's such a beautiful, beautiful reading. Coming to that place of peace. And with that wisdom being by the King of Swords, they might give you words of wisdom. And words that maybe you could hang on to. They might not apply for the moment, but they might apply for later. Sometimes just hang on to them. The King of Swords does have a lot of wisdom about them, but sometimes they are so analytical and they need to see things. And they can't always feel their way through because they need to see it with their mind. And it's not a bad thing. And sometimes I find, because I have a couple of people who are like King of Swords in my personal life, sometimes their wisdom just rings true and it's awesome. And then other times I just listen to what they say, I pay attention. Sometimes I need to store it for a little while because it's not for that moment, it's for another moment. Patience. Yeah, patience with that Five of Wands for the people that want to. Not everybody's where you're at on your journey. Have patience for them as they are growing also. And, if they are causing you, for your mind to be cluttered, then you can put a little distance with love and, maybe not call them every day, maybe not message them every day. Or you could speak words of encouragement over them and then just kind of let it go. But having patience is so important, especially patience with yourself, patience along this journey. Sometimes there's no need to rush. Taking risks. I like that because we had that Page of Wands over there. And for some of you, you may need to take a risk. Maybe just the change itself that's here is taking a risk. Allowing the change to come forth. Allowing you to change. Allowing yourself to heal. Allowing to release the burden of others. Release the burdens that people have put on you. That alone right there is taking a risk because you're opening yourself up with that Knight of Cups. You're opening your heart. You're opening your mind. You're showing love. that is taking a huge risk. Let's get one more. Release. Just like that tree with the leaves falling. The tree releases. It knows when it's time to release. You know that this is your time to release. Releasing burdens, fears, anger, stories. Releasing what no longer serves you. Releasing the ideas that others have put on you. Releasing what society has put on you. So that way you can have something new. I think that is a huge thing. I think a lot of people are dealing with, and they do not even realize it. It is the releasing of societal expectations. Now, it doesn't mean we just run amok and do our own thing. I mean, that's not always the way to be. But some of societal expectations are not always what's best. Especially with that younger, older thing. If you are coming into a relationship and my goodness, you're not the same age or something, and everybody has their expectations of it, just release that and let that go. This is a process of deep transformation on a cellular level. You are shedding many layers of baggage that have been accumulating from past lives and this present incarnation. You will be evolving into a completely new version of yourself very soon. And another butterfly. Yeah, I really feel this message is very timely for now. You may be experiencing astral projection or out-of-body sensations. There's a special message and or timeline that you are gathering information about. Journal your experiences and find the hidden key. Wow. Especially with the moon cycles, I find that for myself, I know during the full moon I dream a little bit more deeply, where I remember them more. And others, it might be the same way. So pay attention to your dreams that maybe you just have had, your astral projection. I keep track of all that for myself. This is what it's asking you to do, because you're transforming. You're coming to a whole nother level. Let's get one more. Your light is precious and your soul is delicate. Be careful of sharing too much of your light with those that only want to take from you. Set healthy boundaries and protect your energies. That is so true. Especially as you are changing and gaining wisdom and knowledge and you're getting closer to the divine. There's so many people like that King of Swords here that I was speaking of that would really maybe possibly kind of pull you back to what they feel or think that the direction that you need to be in. Protect yourself and your energies. Protect where you're going. I spoke about that today on my Instagram. You know, not everybody is going in the direction that you are going. Not everybody has the vision. Not everybody can see that you have changed or that you are changing. People want to keep you the same. And the person you are at 22 is not the same person you are at 28, 29, 30. The person you are at 25 is definitely not the same person you are at 45 or 50 or 55. We progressively change. Our views change. Our minds change. We grow through life experiences. Do not allow someone, a King of Swords, a Five of Wands, a right fighter. Your light is precious and your soul is delicate. Be careful of sharing too much of your light with those that only want to take from you. set healthy boundaries, and protect your energies. That is one of the key messages here. Thank you so much for listening. I hope this message reaches who it needs to. Share, like, subscribe, turn your notification bells to all. Thank you so much for listening, and be blessed.